Meeting of the Shorewood Plan Commission to order at 6:30. Roll call, please.
Guy Johnson,
Here.
Nate Piotrowski, Dan Wicklund,
Here.
Michael Marr, Leah Blankenship, Tim Hansman,
Here.
Chris Gallagher,
Here.
Barbara Kylie Miller, Eric Kudo,
Here.
We have a quorum. Okay, first item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from November 28th. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes. Okay, the next item on the agenda is public hearing for the agenda item. And the agenda item is the next item, which is the consideration of the conditional use application for the proposed dog cage boarding at the 2418-20 East Capitol. Before I open for public hearing and discussion from the public, we'll have our brand new head of development speak. And I didn't say that quite right.
That's perfectly fine. Thank you very much, President Johnson. So before us tonight is an application for conditional use permit for a dog daycare boarding and spa business located at 2418 through 2420 East Capitol Drive. We received very little information regarding the actual application, other than the proposed use of an indoor, and it is indoor at this time, dog daycare business. The business is approximately 5,000 square feet, once again located at 2418, 2420 Capitol Drive. The business would be called Dogtopia. It is a franchise kind of establishment. Hours of operation were not provided. Up to 8 employees were proposed within the project description. The site does currently have 22 on-site parking spaces, so there's more than adequate parking to accommodate those. Within the zoning code, the property is zoned B3 business district. The zoning code is not listed as a permitted or prohibited use. And so per our zoning code, we are taking this application up as a conditional use.
Okay, thank you. So I hereby open the public hearing. Is there anybody who wishes to be heard on this? Yes, sir.
Hi, good evening. John Kuhn. I'm with Cushman & Wakefield Berkey, and our client are the franchisees for the operation, the Dogtopia. So we are happy to answer any questions that any of the board members would have about the operation of the business. And as to what Bart just mentioned, at this time they are not asking for approval for any outdoor area. We're at a point where we really need to know that the use is or would be permitted with the conditional use approval, so we can continue to move forward with the project. And hire an architect, do a formal layout, we'll come back to do the proper permitting for any build out, and look at what would be possible for any outdoor area, so we are not asking for any approval at this time for that. I just want to make that clear.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else who wishes to be heard from the public? Yes, sir.
Ben O'Brien, I live 4020 North Prospect. We're with a couple other neighbors. We're not interested in a doggy daycare. Indoor, outdoor, anything of that level. I think if you let them get an indoor, the next thing you're going to want to do is have an outdoor, the leverage for it. I feel that being so close of a community and how close people are in proximity to the businesses on Capitol, the noise that would come from it would be devastating. And the other things I think are the waste, the cleanup. If it is an indoor facility, how would that waste, that cleanup of the dogs being walked by handlers? Are they walking towards our yards, our front yards? Because there's no grass or anything on the Capitol. So that would be a question I'd ask. I'd also want to know about the security of the place and the elementary schools being so close. I have Atwater and St. Roberts. with so many young kids walking in the morning and afternoon, with so many dogs going in and out of this place, I'd be concerned for their safety coming back and forth to and from school with dogs that are not from our neighborhood. I don't know where these dogs are coming from. I think it would be setting a precedent for the dog daycare being located in an area that in such a tight-knit community would be the first of its kind. When I think of dog daycares, they're in corporate parks, they're in places that are outside of such a tight area. And that's where they are. I understand the convenience of having one so close to the city, so close to our village, but there's a reason why in our village and in other villages, they aren't there. It's like the dump. Everybody would love the dump to be super close, but nobody wants it close because of all the problems that arise from it. So, as far as my neighbors that are in very close proximity, we're on the south side of the Prospect. We're against it on the level. Thanks.
Anybody else wish to speak heard?
Hi, I'm Ryan Nesbitt, and I'm at 4012 and 4014 North Prospect. A couple of things, Ben covered most of it. Big concerns with me would be home value. Anybody wants to sell, rent a home, I know I have renters in the upstairs apartment, who wants to rent a house with a bunch of barking dogs behind it. I mean, I'm literally on the alley right across, so I'm right in the first line of defense. Last thing I want to hear, my tenants want to hear, is a bunch of dogs barking outside all day long. Or, I mean, even inside, or deal with any problem at all that could arise from dogs being part of such a tight proximity. So, besides that, everything else was pretty much brought up by Ben, but, yeah, the other big concern will be property value and how it affects that. So, obviously, Shorewood's a place that, I mean, right now is kind of doing very well, and I don't think any of us want to see our homes get hit. So, that's about it.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else wish to speak heard?
I'm Andrew Rothrock, 4024 North Prospect, very close to the building that we're talking about here. I just heard the name just a few minutes ago, Dogtopia. Spent a few minutes just looking online. Dogtopia of Madison West advertises large outdoor playground areas, which I think you would want in a dog area. I'm not against people having dogs boarded and having them stay overnight and enjoying, the outdoors, but in our neighborhood, the times that we've had neighbors that have had dogs that are outside and barking, it's crowded, and you're gonna hear it 4, 5, 6 houses away no matter what. And I can only imagine what it'd be like if a dog sees another dog coming and they're in the outdoor kennel area and, they're just kind of going back and forth. So I would just like to say in advance, I've written a letter and asked that that be kept as part of the record, because if we're sitting here 6 months from now and it's been an indoor facility and now all of a sudden it's gonna be an outdoor facility and half the parking's gonna be gone, it's not something we're interested in. Thank you.
Anybody else wish to be heard? Public hearing?
East Capitol, immediate neighbor to this property.
What's your name, sir?
Jamie Hopkins. Also concerned about property value and the amount of noise that's already going to be happening. And everything else is said.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to be heard? Seeing none, I'll hereby close the public hearing, and I'm going to turn it over to you. Or any other. And if not, we'll open it up to the commissioners.
Could the applicant present or describe how the business operates?
Yes, thank you. It was mentioned at the beginning of the beginning of the session that he didn't have that much material, maybe some of the paperwork was confused when I submitted the application, when we submitted the application. I included a description of the business case that had details about the business, as well as a set of pages that describe the business. So Doctopia is the leading market leader in dog daycare. One of the key features about the business is utmost focus on safety and things such as noise control. I heard some of the comments and regarding concerns about both safety and noise. Our standards of building the facility itself are such that it blocks, completely blocks noise from coming out in such a way that in our facilities you can't even hear when the dogs are inside. You can't even hear the noise in the front at the front of in the reception area. So noise control is extremely high, as well as safety. The facility would have 3 playroom areas inside. The dogs are segregated by size and temperament. They are kept at all times inside the rooms, so there is no walking the dogs outside in the neighborhood. There wouldn't be any of that. Dog parents come in the morning, but the hours of operation would be from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. During the days of the week, and from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. During the weekends. At all times, the dogs are being taken care of and watched by trained handlers, canine coaches, we call them. They're certified in animal control, in dog control, as well as safety and ensuring that the dogs are there. We're taking care of them with again following the highest standards of care and safety. Waste management, we have a waste management program that is nationally certified with high standard products to control both to manage the waste that needs to be disposed on a daily basis from the outside as well as inside. Odor control and environmental control is also very high. We have the highest standards of cleaning. Our facilities do not smell like a typical kennel. You go to a kennel anywhere, and I understand the concerns that were brought up. You walk in those facilities and they smell like dogs, you eat dogs. That's not the case in our Doctopia facilities. There's no smell, and that is achieved by high standards of building to extract the air, to clean it, and to manage the odor and again the noise levels.
So would this be a tear down of the building that's there so that you can get the mechanical and the floor drains and the materials and the acoustics and everything in order?
Correct. Yep. Right. So it's a complete build out.
Remodel. It's a remodel of the existing. It's not a tear down.
Correct. Right. So it's not a tear down of the structure itself, but it's the remodel internally to build the facility, as well as again the controls of safety, odor, noise that is built in the way that these facilities are constructed.
I know you're not seeking an approval, as John mentioned, but could you describe, regarding the potential of outdoor space? What's the intent there? What is the intent of having outdoor play area?
In our Dotopia facilities, not all of them have an outdoor space. Those that have it, it's a convenience. Some pet parents, like to know that their dogs spend some time outside. You will imagine the dogs don't really care, they actually prefer to stay inside.
Sure. I have a question for either the director or the attorney. So this is unusual that this comes to us and it's not listed as a permitted use and it's not listed as an unpermitted use. How did you determine that the best course of action was a conditional use? And then the second question I have is, there was an animal hospital on Capitol Drive in the next block prior, and what use was that approved under, in terms of land use? Is that